Hey, what's up everyone? Alright, part 3. Alright, last video I uploaded had the boss battle. It was very quick, but it was blocked in multiple countries. So I'm going to split out the audio, redo this, and I have Tails again. But I'm gonna split out the audio. I'm gonna have to replace the audio. Alright, ready? Here we go. It did lag quite a bit, but I was able to get through the boss. It's a pretty big pain. The hitbox is rectangular, so and it's not a generous hitbox. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, the bounce physics on this are very click-teamy. I'm not sure if this does anything more with the that X weapon or whatever, but may as well try it. I mean, that one shouldn't have hit. Samus's hitbox, her hitbox is not like transparent pixel based. Collision, that is. It's, yeah. Like, okay. Sometimes you gotta take a hit with that weird bounce thing going on. The worst is when it like relegates itself to the corner. I don't know what to do, and then it'll like bounce up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, and then it goes sideways. It's like great physics. I'm gonna take a hit here. So I'm not sure if holding it or spamming it like this is gonna be more beneficial, but. Oh, okay. Nice. Multiple hit damage here, and it's just a basic ending here. I like how that life bar appears at the end as well. But all right, so that's it. I mean, I do want to go through. There's nothing else you can do on this one. I'll actually wait for the music to run out, but I want to see if I can go back to that save, because it does go back to your latest save point. I want to see if I can defeat the boss or cause the boss to do some silly stuff with that Tails exploit. Alright, so I'm going to go back after this finishes. I'm just seeing if this like does finish music and then something else happens or what, but last time I couldn't find anything, so just sit here and wait a little bit, because it's like a 2-minute battle. It's like 2 minutes 20 seconds maybe, I don't know. I caused some unnecessary drama there by running into the boss, but oh well, it's fun. And if I hit Control S, that will turn off the sound. Scott never disables those default menus. That's one thing I suggested, like having an option, just general options, like for Freddy in Space 2. We added the joystick ability. That's one big thing. That's major progress. But Daco and MatPat and Markiplier didn't know about it. So they were using keyboard. I was just like, man, I was putting in donations and putting as the comments like, hey, use a joystick, but no one checked it. Anyway, all right, so I'm checking that off the list. Metroid Rift Worlds. Long music. I might have to edit this one out as well. I don't know. Like, I do have it split though, so mic audio is going to be separate from all that. So you're going to be hearing a different song most likely from whatever this is. This is a really long song. Did it loop? I don't even know. Check my email. There we go, it finished. Anything? Nope. Doesn't look like it. Alright, so let's... There we go. Restart with F2. I really wish that this stuff would be already pre-blown up. If I've already traversed this area. That is my preference. You notice that the health and all that refilled at that point. So if I'm over here, facing this way, interesting. Yeah, the two heads thing. It's too much on this one. I could probably do that on an easier difficulty, I'm sure. Let's see what that did. Ooh. Oh man. Good enough. Okay. Alright, annoying head. Oh, look at that! Hey! Bye! Oh, man. Oh, that's so silly. That's so silly. Oh, man. Okay. That one's nice. That was nice. All right. Let's see what happens when... Okay, so that noise, that loud explosion noise or whatever, probably signifies that you're hitting the boss. All right? So we just have to do a few more rounds of that. And then we'll defeat the boss before even fighting, really. Yeah, that was pretty good. All right. Okay. Go. I don't know. That the normal shot is not nearly as fast as the missiles, so let's get more missiles here. Okay. quality entertainment. Oh man. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I want to hear that, like, there we go. That noise. Yes. Ooh! Is that it? Yes! Oh man. That was a pretty tough boss. Oh man. Alright. Well, broke the game. Alright. Well, that's Metroid Rift Worlds. What else can I mean, that's a pretty devastating set of circumstances there. So you can take out the final boss, you can take out the Mega Man bosses. Is there anything else? Oh, other silly stuff. I don't know, Moonwalk. So if you tap the direction you want to run in, then press the direction you don't want to run in, and then let go of the direction you don't want to run in, then you moonwalk. I don't know if this would have any benefit or whatever. Let's see if I can... Yeah, I can moonwalk. Yeah, I can moonwalk, fly. Like fly backwards, basically. Facing the wrong way. Interesting. Yeah, there we go. Huh. So there, and then if I want to... Yeah. That's funny. Okay, so I want to... Okay, if I want to run left, then I'm a hold right, and then I'm let go of right. And then I moonwalk. And then I can moonwalk backwards and run through everything backwards. I wonder if this would have any sort of advantage, but I don't know. So if I want to go right, then tap left and let go of left. Yeah. That's funny. Same thing over here. So I want to go left and tap right, then let go of right. I guess, like, I could just do this. But I'm using my back as, like, a hit shield, and it doesn't work because I'm taking hits. So that's, like, I don't know. I think it's pretty purposeless, but it is funny that the key down event influences which image loads. And when you let go, it doesn't change that, so you can moonwalk all you want. So right, left, right, yeah, okay. Interesting. But you can take out the final boss. If you... Okay, so what I did there is I went to the very start. I'll explain what I did as I moonwalk there. And I'll replenish my health and missiles when I get there. Alright. So you go... Alright, you're at the start. Yeah! Alright, so... I'm gonna go over this wall to the left. I'm gonna kind of hug the wall a little bit. So the logic here is I don't want the cherry missile bombs or whatever, cherry bomb missiles, to touch the edge of the screen because they're destroyed when they touch the edge of the screen. But if you're beyond the edge of the screen, they aren't destroyed. So I'm gonna go a little bit over just till I fall. Alright, so you see I'm taking damage. You see, like, there's an active enemy over here. It's basically just an asset that's to the left of the screen. And if you start the boss fight over here, once you enter that pink gate and you probably hit a threshold, it'll trigger the kind of like slide in effect of that boss. But the boss is still visible and active, and if you start here, see, I launched a missile. It started the boss fight. You see that flame is there, so something's trying to aim at me. I don't know why it's a flame. Oh, I know why. Because it doesn't load in the graphic for this portion of it. So something is throwing something. The last thing I was at that had something in that object for the animation was a flame, and I'm trying to think of what throws that object. I really don't know. I'd have to have to think about that one. Another thing that's interesting is the animation does not persist off the screen, so you have to follow this one. So you can't just camp here and then keep hitting that head. But I'm gonna face to the left, and then I'm gonna launch a bunch of the missiles. Okay. And you hear that noise. Like, okay, if I go down here and I shoot, I don't hear that. But there's a collision noise. That means I'm hitting the boss. So, yeah, you can take out the boss without even having to fight. That's super interesting. I'm just wondering if there's anything else I can... Like, look at this. Like, it's not even... It's loaded in the Castlevania assets. Is it loading in that flame from the fireball from the spider? Maybe? That, like, dangling spider? I don't know. But, yeah, like over here. Because those should be Sonic assets, but they're not. It's the Castlevania one, so apparently I was in that area at some point. I don't know. I wonder where the boss is for this one. Because the boss here fades in, or not fades in, slides in from the left side. But I don't see it from over here. So I'm wondering if there's a boss object over here and it slides in like really heavy. I don't know. Maybe it's just not visible. Like, that's how it should be. If it's just right outside here, to the left of this boss room, and then it slides in, it becomes visible, and then it yeah. I don't know. What about the Scott boss? That's a little trickier to get to, I think. But I do wonder if that's just invisible as well, and then you can hit it from, like, here, and then just take out the Scott boss without even having to fight. So, I don't know. A lot of exploits here that are pretty major, and these last two main bosses, especially the Mega Man one. The Mega Man one was the first one that was kind of crazy. Maybe that's a saving aspect of the Pac-Man area, because the Pac-Man stuff doesn't respond to missiles. It's super interesting. Also interesting here, the movement of the Mega Man boss does not stop if they're off screen, because I was like over here and they were still like, you know, coming onto my screen from wherever they were. So this was super interesting. But it goes into like reverse engineering how things were made, philosophies of what should be done in certain boss scenarios and that type of thing. But anyway, I like to do this kind of stuff and just kind of think about what could be done, what could be improved, how I would develop it, that type of thing. That's so crazy that the ghosts don't respond to the cherry missiles. It's such an odd decision. It probably just wasn't programmed in, because it's expected that you're in this maze right here. And, can I actually... Okay, I can't destruct that either. And you're just going to use your morph ball bombs to get through that. And I wonder what Scott was thinking when he made this right here. Here? Because you can't do anything. Like, you can't go down there. And then here you could just get rid of Tails, right? Like, you just go so high that... No, Tails is still there. I wonder what... causes Tails... Oh, there we go. Yeah, there's got to be some threshold for Tails as well, because I don't have Tails and I'm using the up key to float now. But I don't have Tails. So there's probably some vertical, like, negative value or some threshold well outside, well above the level that causes Tails to disappear, or destroys that Tails graphic. Which I'm just going to hold up for a while. Let me see what this will do. I'm just going to hold this for like 15 seconds. I'm just holding up. Going to see what happens. I'm not sure anything will happen, but it'll be super interesting. Anyway, like I'm just wondering if there's some like kill threshold. Like if I now show up and I don't have a sprite, that would be the ultimate game breaker. Then you're just invisible. I don't know if there's no collision with you, then maybe you can be invulnerable. All right, we are back. But I don't have a tail sprite, but I do have a Samus sprite. So she is still here, but Tails is gone. All right, so anyway, that's Metroid Rift Worlds, and me just destroying stuff without actually playing certain parts of it. That is really, really interesting. It's really interesting. That's a big exploit. So anytime you're in this room right here, or like right here, there's probably a region. It refills your health and your missiles. And if you unload like maybe 4 rounds of missiles, like 4 full rounds after finding everything, on the boss over here, you should be able to take out the boss without even having to enter that room. That's crazy. That's crazy. Anyway. Alright, well, Scott, if you're not terribly mad at me completely breaking this part of the game, then just let me know if you got anything else to test, I guess. Yeah, this wasn't done to test it for Scott. It was just someone wanted me to check to see if you could actually fight the final boss here, because he was having some lag issues. So yeah, anyway, it's not a terribly ornate ending, which also makes me think, well, what if I don't know if there's an ending if you finish in a very, very short period of time or something like that, kind of like Freddy in Space 2, where if you beat the game in under 30 minutes, then you get a special ending, or I should say special screen. It's not really much of a... It's a different ending, I suppose, but it's just one graphic and a very small piece and detail of the overall hope that you would get with that game. But this one right here, I don't know. You can do this exploit if you have the missile upgrade, of course. You need a little bit of health because you don't want... because you're going to take some damage because the boss is there. You could find a way around that. You could actually find a way around that. If you go far enough left, you could actually avoid that. So that's one revision on this. So you don't actually need a whole lot of health. You just need... you need some missiles. You need the cherry bomb upgrade. So you got to go through the Pac-Man area, which means you have to beat that Castlevania area, okay? So you got to beat the Castlevania area because you need that, like, Bunny Batman stone burster thing. Then you can get to the Pac-Man area, okay? So that's 2 things you have to beat. And then you don't need the super jump, so you don't need to go to the Mario area. You don't need the golden arrow, and you don't need the pink fireball. So you don't need to go to Mega Man, Mario, or Legend of Zelda. What do you get from the Sonic area? Because you do need Tails. So you need to go to Castlevania area to get the Stone Burster. You need to go to the Pac-Man area to get the cherry for the cherry bombs. You need to get some of those missile upgrades so you actually have some missiles to launch. Otherwise, it's going to take a really long time. You probably should get some health upgrades, but you'll probably get those along the way. And then you also need to get the... you need to go to the Sonic area to get Tails. But you have to have enough health to get through Robotnik. So, that's what you would need to do. And then remember, anytime that you're in this area right here, and that you like land over here, you get a replenished health and missile set. It's just you're only going to have as many as you pick up. Alright? Alright, so I'm hoping that helps. If you want to make a speed run through this full version, because I've seen, like, I did a YouTube search on it, and there's several, yeah, like, original Metroid Rift Worlds, and it's just the original Metroid cast. Like, I mean, Kraid is there, and just like regular Metroid enemies without the without the Scott Cawthon area, and without the Sonic, without the Mario, that type of thing. It's just like just Bowser. It's Bowser from Super Mario World. Is that right, Super Mario World? I think so. Yes, pretty sure. Okay, man, it's been a long time. But I guess you could go far enough left and then face right. Then, yeah. Yeah, that's how you would avoid the damage. You have to go far enough left that you're avoiding that boss sprite. But if you're too close to the wall, you're going to take some damage. Alright, so that's how to avoid taking damage, and then if you want to replenish your missiles, then you go up high enough that you just land here. And I do have tails, but I've glitched out that image because if you go too high, you get rid of that tails graphic, but you can still use your ability to go up. But you get that from the Sonic area. Anyway, I hope this is educational and informational and gets you thinking about how to break stuff, reverse engineering, that type of thing. Alright, thanks for watching. Peace. God bless you. Have a great day. This is Metroid Ripped Worlds, the full version, I guess. But, anyway, the Cothanized version. Alright, peace.